With this scroll, I summon Bernard. Bernard.
Hey,
Yo.
still playing? Watch it.
The Summer's War champion.
Champion of FWC 29. With this scroll, I summon Bernard. Bernard.
Hey,
Yo.
still playing?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Summoner's War. My name's come to us, Seppi.
And I'm come to us, Evan. What's going on, everybody? Salve G-Money.
What's up, chat? I saw G Money learning Portuguese in chat. Everyone,
Good job,
Wallace,
G.
Dragon, how are you? Santos, Carlos Eduardo, Zamir. Let me see who else.
Igor, no bad words on YouTube. Carlos, Flanks. Can you believe No Bad Words is their name? They got the original
Nice.
name, No Bad Words. That's good.
David, Counterflow. What's up, Darius Coleman? Fire Alive. Wait, where's Doman? Doman, you're late.
Wait, Doman. Yeah, wait a second.
What's
Doman.
going on? Someone
can't
text
start this-
Doman.
Okay, we're going to close the stream and then we're going to reopen it as soon as we see Doman's.
Yeah, and where's Farcash? Where's the people?
Hey,
Janai,
the
what's
Chinese
up,
accent
Salvi?
fan, how are you? Good to see everybody. This is awesome. So welcome to another event of the progression guides and account reviews featuring Everett and Seppi. If you're not familiar with what we do here, all you got to do is jump into chat 4780, and then we're going to be looking at your island and your monsters, giving you personalized progression tips to help you out. But how are you guys feeling today? Are you enjoying the events?
Dude, this is amazing. This is dope. I'm loving it. What's up, Dr. Delight, Nuno, Zerenbaum, Ricardinho, Bigodinho Lindo. And guys, the thing is, I have big news for you. I want people in chat to raise your hand If you're from global server, send the G.
That's me.
Send the G in chat. Send the G.
Yeah,
Evan.
that's for me.
Send the G if you're
G.
from global server right now. 10 G's. Let me see how many G's we got in chat.
Awesome, Rogue Elf chick. I'm glad to hear that.
Let me see.
Lots of G's. Tons
G's,
of
okay.
G's.
Now, if you're from EU server, Europe, send an E. Send an E because we also have EU server reviews. I want to see kind of.
Oh man, I'm imagining what other letters might follow. There are some good number E's.
Cool. And now, if you're from Asia server, send an A because I made an Asia account. Let's go. I did it. After 3 weeks, he remembered. Thank you, guys. Sorry, it's been a crazy month. Lots of work.
Good job, Sep. Thank you. With that said, we actually haven't gotten any A's in chat yet. But
1, 2, 3, 4.
We've actually
5.
gotten 4. Hello, Summoner's War. Sent to G.
Abdul Munayin, we love you too. What's up, baby?
Much love, guys. And congrats. I saw people saying what they got. I saw somebody say that they got. Oh, it was demo trick. They said they got Tiara and loads of skill ups for stuff that they've got. That's awesome. I'm so glad you guys are digging the new scrolls.
Okay, guys, you know the drill. Let's jump on 4780. And remember, we don't have time to see everyone's account, but you guys can send questions in chat too. And this time what we're going to do is just stop the reviews a little bit just to answer questions from the chat. So at certain points of the stream, we're just going to lock it down and just answer a bunch of questions from the chat so everyone has the opportunity to get some help. Okay?
Yeah, guys. And remember, so we'll probably say this again as we go through it, but sometimes we don't. We definitely won't have time to go through every single person's account. So if you see a question that's kind of similar to yours, maybe try to take some of that advice and just spin it towards what you need. It might end up answering your question inadvertently. Yeah. So with that said, go ahead and put your Twitch or YouTube handle in chat 4780 as well as the problem or question that you have, and then we'll go ahead and answer it.
Yeah. Remember, please say what you need help with. Rage 5. Let's check R5. Let me see what they're doing for R5 right here. We haven't done R5 in a long time. That's dope.
Yeah, this is actually really cool. And what's nice about this too is it looks like a semi-newish, at least the early game account, and we don't always go through our 5 units that aren't just strictly BJ5 units. So this is a great question because this has the chance to help a lot of people.
Yeah, but that's a cool thing too, Evan. Nowadays, many of the units that you're gonna build for GB12, for example, the team we recommend, you can build for R5 because you can use Fran Lauren, you can use Crow or Naomi as your damage dealer. So you already have 3 really good units for R5 right here that can help you. Oh, GZ on the Masha. That's a great monster.
Oh, nice. That's
3 Nat 5s.
Awesome. Whoa. They've actually got it going on right now. Blackburn, how much pancake art will there be? I don't think there's going to be any more pancake art, but, you know, we can hold out for that.
Yeah. And important thing, guys, remember, Belladion can be used as well on R5 in the beginning of the game as one of the frontliners. But the main thing is you need another cleanser. You need someone like a Konamiya to help your team. And you can buy Konamiya straight up. It's just a 2-star. You can just get him at the store, at the shop. Super easy. Oh, look, you have a Konamiya here. So just build the Konamiya. He's going to help you a lot being that second cleanser, AoE cleanse.
Hey, Roshan! What's going on, dude?
Very good.
How are you?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with Konamiya and 6 with Naomi. Where is it? Oh, or you can do, if you have a Darien, it would be great. Actually, Darien, it would be great.
Seppi. So I just saw a couple questions from the chat. One saying that they need help with TOA hard and another with TOA normal, which is perfect because TOA is about to reset because it's almost the 15th anyway. So it'd be awesome if we could do some TOA advice. I'm doing really well here, Rune. I went on vacation with my parents and my wife, and I just came back.
What's the best Bastet build for Newbie? Jeremy, I would recommend Bastet in the beginning of the game, ideally on Swift, always. So speed, HP, HP. Or you can even put her on speed, HP, accuracy to put all those debuffs on the opponents. That's the ideal thing you can do in the beginning. If you're already like doing dragons and stuff, then it changes a little bit. But ideally Swift.
Yeah, and Swift even later on too. Like mine's on Swift, and it's great. She's great on it.
Alex Ramen. Oh, sorry, you.
Oh
Man.
yeah, no, you please, Alex Ramen.
I was gonna say, what build for Okeanos? So Okeanos, either on speed, HP, accuracy, or speed, crit damage, accuracy, speed, crit damage, HP. Ideally, I prefer him on Vile Will nowadays. Some people still use him on Swift a lot. Depends on your comp. If you need him to go right with some strippers that don't control attack bars, he needs to be faster, so Swift. I use mine on Vile. I like it more on Vile. And the most important thing for Okeanos is artifacts with additional damage. Additional damage based on speed, on attack, on HP. So those stones hit really hard. Valeu, Israel. Dr. Fons.
Endurance.
What's up?
Endurance just asked a question that's very similar to our editor, Michael. But they always
Dude,
say,
he went. Yeah. He went from an island to another island. Basically, going from one place to the same place.
It was dope. Oh, actually, so a couple things, Seppi. So we've got TOA questions. So
they want a TOA hell or hard? I haven't done hell this month.
We've actually gotten questions for every single one. So normal, hard, and heck. And there's a lot of individual monster-related advice because people are obviously pulling them with their 7th anniversary scrolls. So maybe after we go through TOA, we could do like a question section where we go
how to rune. Yep.
A how to rune section. Okay, but let's start with TOA because it resets tomorrow.
Let's do it. So which one? Tell me what are the questions?
Let's start with TOA. Let's start with TOA normal. So people are asking for specific advice based on their account. We actually have a TOA video on the channel if you guys are interested in seeing it. It's the top 3 free-to-play teams for TOA. Seppi's showing an option right now. Actually,
I really love this one.
Actually, since some people have the chance to get 4 stars from the scroll, maybe look out for Tyrone for TOA if you don't already have him.
Yeah.
This is an awesome free-to-play team. It's the classic Beretta, Bella, Mav, now with Dark Homunculus and 2A Spectra. And then Seppi's favorite spin on this one actually includes the Wound Hack Spectra. This one's a patented combo. So basically, Spectra puts the slow on everybody, and there's a clause on Wound Hack that says if everybody's slow, he then stuns them AoE.
This is the best TOA normal team, though. This one will do it all the way from the bottom up.
But dude, I actually need to try that this month.
No, but you need to max your tower because without the gargoyle, you don't pull everyone.
True. You can't use Lapis without it. Something similar that I love doing is the Lapis, Water Homunculus Ferd, 2-way Rauk, and Fran combo.
Nice. I love that one. Oh, there's a good question in chat. How to level up the Homunculus skills? It's actually with Devilmon. So, and especially the Dark one, I think it's totally worth it. Like some of the best spent Devilmon I've ever done. She's a great monster. All the way.
And yes, counterflow. So yes, the Rift dungeons are part of actually building the skill tree, but once you settle on the skills that you need, then you skill them up with Devilmon.
Yeah, skill up is different than skill tree. So that's why. So this is the skill tree. This you do through farming the dungeons, but skill up, it's with Devilmon.
Bomba, question, boys. Why do I never get rewards from the other streams? Is random? I only get rewards from your streams, USA. So
what do you mean?
I think, to my understanding, I think we're the ones that we're the
only one that's random.
Survey. Yeah, we're the only ones that do it random. Right.
Yeah, all the other ones, if you put it on the survey, you get it.
Yeah. So
what's up, Brian? Let's have you back.
You get rewards. You only get rewards from our streams. Oh well, that's great. I'm glad you get the rewards from our streams. Califatu, how are you? Salve.
What's up, baby? And so so for TOA normal, should be pretty simple. Like Evan said, watch the video. It has a bunch of teams. For TOA hard, a lot of the same teams can be included, but there's a lot of floors that you have to use specific stuff to go through. So it's always good to have a Garo if you have one for the Achroma floor, or have a Camule's. Veramos, now that it was buffed, is once again very usable, not only on floors that you need a dark tank. And there's a couple of tricks. Some floors it's good to put a Verd and a Lauren to gain a lot of turns and control the attack bar of the bosses, especially the floors ending on 0 that have bosses. You don't want to let the boss take turns. So ideally bringing in a Lauren and bringing lots of damage is really cool. This is my auto team for hard. Like I do everything from 0 to 100 with this team. It's not 100% free to play because of the Tyrone, but it's like a 5-star Tyrone. But the other 4 are free to play. So,
Yeah, and
or you guys can also use this
getting
instead of the
Tyros.
Tyrone. It's really
Oh
good.
yeah, you can use the Light Monkey King if you'd like instead. I saw somebody ask a crucial question about the Homunculus. If I skill up the homie and then skill tree, I think what they mean by that is if I skill up a homie and then reset the skill tree,
You
do I
keep
lose
it.
skill ups? You keep it.
Yeah.
I've done that several. We can tell you that from experience. I've had a water Homunculus, a fire one, back to water, a light one, a dark one, and every single time you do it, you keep the skill ups, which is great. So once you sync those Devilmon in, you're free to reset the skill tree as you see fit, which is amazing.
Yep.
I'm glad you asked. If I'm being honest, I actually never really thought of it as a possibility. Like when I reset the skill tree, I didn't even think about that. Maybe I should have thought about that. Nice free-to-play monkey, says Mario.
People were talking about beasts, so I want to give a general tip. I saw that you have the twins, the water twins, and for me, they are the key monsters for all elemental rifts. If you can see, my teams are almost all the same. Is always frontline, Dark Homunculus and Mav, which are both free to play. Then if you have the water twins backline, Dark Vampire Lord and Crow. That's the team for everything. The only exception is the fire one that I like to put an extra damage dealer. So I put Sigmaris in the front line. He can tank it. Lapis is really good in there too. Both of them are free to play. So that's the only change. You don't even need the Raoul per se. Then for the wind one is the only one that you can't use the twins, right? So fire damage dealers, Raoul is great, free to play there. If you have a Perna, is amazing. Otherwise, you can use Baelgear, which is also free to play. These
Hola,
would be
Mesta.
recommended. Mesita, what's up?
¿Cómo estás? And then I saw Vikrant from YouTube said try Melia from the 7th anniversary event scrolls.
Good point.
Really good. That's a very good suggestion for people.
Big kiss.
You can build the dot team if you choose Melias, because one of the most common questions that we get is like, what do I do if I don't have a Melia? Or if I don't have both or even one. So here's your chance to get one. Why don't we review an account and maybe we do a couple things about like how to rune certain monsters?
Yeah, let's do it right after this one. They're asking for NB12 help. I saw that they have a cool team with the twins. There's only one thing that I recommend. When you're bringing twins, I don't like 3 twins, Lauren and Fran. I prefer 4 twins and Fran or 4 twins and Colleen. You don't need the Lauren anymore because you have Death Break already. So the Lauren kind of becomes a little bit useless. So what you can do is 3 twins, since you don't have a 4th one, Lapis and Fran. Lapis can be, or Shaina actually has a better lead. Shaina can be the lead. The important thing that I'm seeing here is let's try to increase a little bit the crit rate of Sabrina and Shaina, and also get the accuracy of Sabrina a little bit higher because her Death Break is really important because she needs to go before the other 2 so the Talia can do lots of damage.
Yep.
Okay?
And
So
you'll notice
super
that in the
important.
attack animation, her boomerang is the first thing to hit.
Yep.
So it's like she's the one that is a necessary. You can apply the defense break, and then everybody goes.
So if your team is failing, maybe it's because of that. Lack of crit rate and lack of accuracy specifically on Sabrina. Then for the Lapis, try to put her on crit damage and for her to be the first one to attack. So she breaks almost the whole shield. Then like Sabrina, Shaina, Talia goes last. It's the most important thing.
Yeah, Talia. If you get one thing from that, it's
And
that
Fran
Talia
obviously
needs
is
to
the
be
first
last.
one. Yeah.
Right. Fran, Lapis, and then Talia last. That's the most important part. Okay, so
Let's enter how to rune questions. Yeah, let's go. Guys,
That's
just
a
send in
great
chat. Just
So
send
what is
how to
it-
rune X monster in chat. Let's do
Oh,
it.
I think I already got one. G
I read
Money
Spark.
from earlier asked a quick tip on how to rune Thrain and the Water Polar Queen. Thrain is great on Violent and Focus if you can swing it, or just Violent with
For
accuracy.
PvE. For PvE, right?
PvE.
For PvP,
For PvE.
Vio will. If it's for RTA, Vio will perfectly.
Guys, I just fully skilled up my Fang right now.
GG, dude.
I'm
It was your
so
dream.
stoked about it. It was my dream, and it's happening.
Yeah.
I'm so stoked about it.
And for the Water Polar Queen, Alicia is one of the best monsters still for arena offense. I would go Rage or Fatal. If you're going first for sure, if you use a Bernard Lucian comp, you don't need Will on her. Otherwise, put Will on her and she'll be great. Attack, crit, damage, attack all the way. High crit rate on Alicia. All damage because if you kill, you gain that extra turn. So it's very, very important.
I saw Rindan on YouTube said Vio or
Nice
Vamp
Zetan bomb on
Ragdoll.
speed too.
I'm a Vio.
Vio,
fan for
all
Ragdoll.
time. Yeah.
Cool. Vio for Ragdoll.
Vamp Ragdoll is 2018, guys. That doesn't exist anymore. Like,
And
it's
it's-
very rare. It's very
Yeah.
rare. Not that strong, to be honest. Even on Leo comps, you only will miss it when you want to solo something, but a proc can do that too for you.
It can do so much. I just took my Leo off Vamp and put it on Vio. Little different, right, like you said, but it's still similar. That's a very exciting question. If you got Ragdoll, congratulations. Oh, look at Endurance. I wanted Juno as one of my event choices. Didn't get any Nat 5s from the event scrolls, but got Juno from a random mystical scroll. So thanks for that. Now if I
GZ,
could
dude.
I would be swell. That's great. Oh, here we go.
This is a great Alicia. Just to show, I would try to rock 85% crit rate, especially after the crit rate bug fix. The attack is good, almost 2,000. Really fast speed. Oh, and not even on speed slot 2. These are really good subs. Yeah,
What?
I love
Really?
that. Yeah,
It had that speed on subs?
I would even put a slot 2. I would always like slot 2 attack. Even if people want to put speed, I would still go for attack on slot 2. And ideally a little bit higher crit rate, but that's it. Beautiful. No wasted stats.
I just saw a question
Nice
right now.
Pedroza.
How do I rune the Wind Druid? What content is he used in? So that's a good question. The Druids
Who?
are kind of notoriously...
Wind
so
Druid?
that Frostfire asking about Wind Druid. Notoriously, the
Let me
Druids
show.
have always been a little bit difficult to rune because they're kind of stat hungry. Here's your answer on where to use.
Look at here. 11 wins, 16 losses. That's where you use them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to
He's
see how to
great.
rune them.
Guild War and Arena defenses to a degree. He's a little harder to run in PvP on RTA these days.
Only if you have a
but-
ragdoll. If you have a ragdoll, he's still really good.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Juno for Seppi, Rika for Evan. Thank you. Those are great hashtags, Brian.
Thank you, Brian,
like
dude.
that. I've got Rika in my 21 right now, but admittedly, she may end up losing her slot to Daphnis. But I'm gonna decide. I've got time. Right now, she's in there, and I'd still really like to use her. How to rune Wind Pony? Damien, great question. Wind Pony, gotta be Bio, gotta be Bio, and high crit rate. In the beginning, if you can't quite swing crit damage build, put her on slot 4 crit rate for Violent. You're gonna have a great time. As soon as you can swing 100% crit rate in the subs alone, swap her over to crit damage, and you're gonna be having even more fun.
And small tip, Diana doesn't need speed. Diana gains turns by other people getting hit. It's been long gone the time where people thought that Diana needed speed. Like, mine's at 60. Sometimes I put her at 70 speed and she's fine. What she needs is a lot of HP, a lot of defense, a lot of attack, crit damage, crit rate, and accuracy is really key on her. Because even though she multi-hits, it's 4 times you want her to strip. Sometimes people have a bunch of buffs, and if you don't strip on the first one, that can become a problem. That's the difference between going for the second skill on a Vigor with anti-crit and not going. Because if you have high high accuracy, you're going to strip the anti-crit fast, and you're not going to miss crits. And then you can risk it. So in those situations, really important.
I've got 2 rapid fire real quick to do, both from YouTube. The first is from Counterflow, who says, how to rune Sath and Tatu, please.
Yep.
Sath and Tatu should both be on Violent, and notably they should have HP.
Or double,
and
triple will. Depends on, yeah.
That's a good one. Because then they won't get defense broken by the boss. I don't do the triple will. I do just HP and accuracy. Also, Tatu has really fast base speed, so she doesn't need a ton of speed.
She can be HP accuracy.
HP accuracy. That's the way to do it.
Same thing.
Exactly. And then the second one was how to rune Leo, the Wind Dragon Knight. Notably, not on will and also not with speed. Unless he's like a second Leo where you're trying to do something fun with it. But I think Violent, as close to 0 speed as possible. And then just go for stats. Go for like crit rate, crit damage.
Yeah. Vio Nem is ideal, but if you don't have enough crit rate, you can put it on Vio Blade like mine. I have to re-rune mine, by the way, because I put a bunch of runes on the 4-star monsters. But ideally, very tanky. Ideally, lots of attack. You can even put him on attack, crit damage, HP. It's a really good way to rune him.
Yeah, and mine's currently on Nem. I love my Leo. Leo's great.
Right, Varmo, 4 speed, too fast, dude.
Oh, so Matt's on says how to rune GB12 Lucian. Here's my question for you. So, are you using him as part of the dot team, or are you still using the starter team and you've just kind of gotten into GB12 for almost the first time? If you're using it with the dot team, then follow what Seppi's showing right here. Rune him kind of fast so that he's like the first one-ish to move or after your first Melia. If you're using him on the starter team, I would almost recommend just holding off on the Lucian. More often than not, we look at a lot of people's accounts, and the reason why their GB12 team is failing is because they're trying to rush Lucian into it.
Yeah.
I'm doing really well, thank you.
What's up, baby? And Jack Lantern to answer you. Hey, I have enough resources for 3 6-star units, and I 6-star Daphnis, Jogan, and probably 5-star from the scroll, or 2 days ago for 2 Melias and Tatu. I would go for the Melias and Tatu, so you have a very consistent GB12 team. Runes are just going to bring you way ahead in the game. That's more important, so that's my tip.
Hey, Joshua, you're welcome. Nice profile pic, by the way. I love FMA. Yo, what's up, Wycuz? How's it going, Pat? Yeah, this is our new stream time.
What's up, Pat? How are you, baby?
Also, hey, CTS. I didn't get to say hi to CTS earlier.
How to rune Ciara? Mine is not the best right now. Ideally, a little bit faster than mine, but you want to go for 20k HP additional. You want to try to shoot for almost 1,000 attack. Defense can be like 500-600, and then speed over 144 is the ideal, and high crit rate. The most important thing. So speed, crit rate, HP, or you can go speed, attack, HP, but having lots of crit rate on the subs. So it depends on which way you're going.
Tom on YouTube says, hi, ancient coins on Elsharion or Ergar? I'm interested to see what you say here, Seppi, because I say Ergar.
Ergar all the way. Yeah.
Obviously, if you've already gotten friend first, then Ergar, perfect. I thought you'd say so, because Ergar is on
because
all
of this. If you the only reason I wouldn't get Ergar is if you already have triple S on all your beasts. If you already have triple S, no need to go for Ergar. You want to have fun in RTA, that's what you're trying to do, then Elsharion's better.
Eileen, me too. I love FMA. It's so good. We haven't talked about anime in a while, guys. This is great. I don't mean to detour us on anime. Obrigado, this is fair.
Nice.
How to rune Ergar. Did you already show that?
No, but I like Ergar on crit damage attack with fight runes. People ask about Okeanos. I can just show real quick how I like Okeanos runed.
Heavens says I can't do runes. Dude, don't worry, we got you. If you need any particular help with how to rune something,
what do you mean you can't do runes?
And we can help you with that if need be. Wish I had that amount of mana, says Storm. Dude, it's trickery.
Farm, baby. Just gotta farm.
It's just farm.
This is actually dot team that has been even getting higher. And then accuracy slot 6. So,
Joshua, that's a good question. I'll answer that. Go ahead,
that would be my Okeanos. It doesn't have artifacts, so it can get a little bit tankier. But I like Okeanos on crit damage because my fastest slot 4 rune is a crit damage rune. It doesn't need to be on crit damage because it deals lots of damage because of the artifacts. So you can put him on HP too and leave him tankier, which is even better. And then you can ease up on the crit rate and get other stats. But the most important thing is high accuracy, Vile Will, really important. Or you can go just full Swift on him with accuracy slot 6.
Atropando, farm a mais.
Farm a mais, yeah, guys. If you don't have mana, it's just farm that's missing.
Got a couple good questions as well while you're putting that together. Okay, so the first one is from Trey on YouTube. Actually, let me answer Joshua just because it's really fast. Can you make a video later about how to improve an RTA, please? I love to.
We have one actually already up.
RTA 101 on the channel. I would love to make a follow-up like RTA 202. And then there's Trey on YouTube as well that says, hi guys, thanks for the reviews. Recently was fortunate enough to pull Moore and Wusa. Unfortunately, I can't build both right now. Which one should I build for more RTA progress? Moore has been the talk of the town all since season 16.
You don't need Wusa.
You don't need Wusa right now.
Lulu, Fran. Sorry, Wusa. He needs a buff. He needs to cleanse or something. It's really hard.
Yeah, I think it'd be awesome if you could play around with Moore. Moore is awesome. So congratulations on this, Trey. That's awesome.
GZ, Moore either on Swift or Despair.
Here's another one from Capo Mello. How do you guys do rune cleanup? That's a really good one. I actually just cleaned up my rune collection.
One word, constantly. every day. You have to do it.
Mine, and we do it very differently. So Seppi is constant. I'm not. I'm more of an in bulk kind of dude. Deleting all blues. Sometimes it's not as simple as deleting all
don't
blues.
delete all blues.
It's sometimes there are good blues with really good combinations that have rolled well into a stat that you're looking for. So sometimes it isn't just that simple, but that is, Atropando does bring up a point. It's like, if you've got blues that have slipped through the cracks, obviously just delete those, because it happens. Sometimes you accept something in your inbox.
But don't go by that. Don't delete blues, guys. You can get 18 speed on a blue.
Dude, you can
plus
get
5, it's 23 speed. There's a bunch of people in chat here that don't have any 23 speed runes, and you're selling a bunch of blues while you could be, like, that's how my account got big. I kept a lot of blues and purples, and my best runes are blues and purples, not even my legends. So keep those runes. Roll every rune that has speed on them. That's my rule.
So
I don't care.
It's not so simple as just delete all your blues.
Yeah.
If it's got a good combination of stats that you're looking for, it's got a high starting point for speed.
Just speed. If it's a 6 speed rune,
6, it's like plus 6ing is nothing. Hey, Doman, what's going on?
Good
Welcome.
job. And asking about help me with GB12, and I can see already what the problem is. Higher crit rate on Crow. He needs to crit to deal the damage. Fran and Lauren are looking pretty good. Good job. Just try to get the Lauren a little bit tankier because she's going to get one shot. But good job on the accuracy. Then Naomi needs to be second awakened, and then you'll have lots of damage. Just try to get her a little bit faster. And then the last monster, you have the Sig already, and the Sig is really well runed. So you're good to go. Just need to improve the runes a little bit.
Joshua Argueta, guys, what is the best form of way to rune Masha? Swift or violent? I really want to use her, but I don't know how to take advantage of her potential. I'm a big violent Masha fan.
Vio will, for sure. The only people that should use Masha on Swift is if you play triple Beast Rider comps with double speed lead and you want to surprise your opponents, because Masha doesn't have a strip. So she has such a high base speed that her playing first is not a good thing for you. So I prefer Viowell Masha's tanky. I like speed, crit damage, HP. I don't even like speed, crit damage, attack on her. I like her to stay. She's going to deal lots of damage because she gains so many turns. Use her with Vertihill. Use her with monsters that increase attack bars, and she's going to be, like, broken.
Heavens Jello says, can you delete the Fire Chakram Dancer? No,
why?
I don't think you should.
No, I still use China.
Nah, dude. I think they think she's too good. She's definitely not too good. Yeah, no, she's good.
Never.
She's good.
Dolman, dude, we were asking about you at the beginning of the stream.
We were talking about Dolman.
Nice.
I miss OG Shina. So do I.
I don't. Too broken.
But, like, there was a thing. If you've seen our recent History of Giants video, I think we talk about it in there. When it was twins all the time, there was no iterating on new teams for dungeons, and like I really like the state that Giants and like dungeon teams are in right now. So it's pretty good. I am happy with them in post, but with that said, Shina used to be my favorite monster, but now it's Lauren, and she does something very similar. So.
Oh, Lauren is your current favorite monster in the whole game?
Maybe hyperbole.
Okay. I was
she's got my favorite effect. It's like having track
okay.
reduction and defense break is my favorite combination of mechanics.
Yeah, you can go Water Twins, Raok, get higher crit rate on Raok, Fran, and the last one can be Lapis, higher crit rate as well. That's a good.
Dan One Up says, "Come to us, buff Daphnis after I fed him, dude." That's why you never feed Nat 5s if you only have one, especially if they're like considered to be quote unquote like bad, because I mean those are the ones that are gonna need the most help, right? So it's like keep it. Who knows what it's gonna be in the future? The game is constantly changing, right? So.
And good PC teams. For PC, to be honest, I always recommend the Trickaroo, but if not, the Dot team works there with Vertihill. You put Vertihill and the Dot team, and it's going to do it. Yeah, very important.
Bye, Rogue Elf Chick. Thank you for hanging out. Have a good rest of your day.
Big kiss. Should I turn in my second Ciara for blasting? Atrapando, I don't know, dude. Ciara is a really good monster to have a dupe of, to be honest. Because Ciara is a strong siege defense monster. So if you're in a high-ranking siege, I would keep...
I'm looking good, I hope.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a good dupe. She's really good.
Yeah. Don't do that, please. How to rune Fire Sisters. I like the Chakram, Shina on crit damage. So speed crit damage attack or attack crit damage attack. And then Maruna, I like her on a more supporty build with really high accuracy because she's the stunner. Normally you use them in TOA. So I like her on speed, HP, accuracy.
Hey, endurance. What are you doing? What are you, some sort of history book? What do you got? Why you remember that? Evan says that, but he didn't even feed his Nat 5. He unsummoned his Nat 5. What was it? Chiwu or Pung? Yeah, it was Pung.
It was Pung.
I've since gotten another one.
Lopapew, how to rune Arda. Arda, always despair. There's some people putting Artemiel right now on Will, even surprisingly. I've seen Arda's on Will, Juno's on one, high RTA. But I would still like him off Will. And 100% res, defense, crit damage, defense, for sure. He doesn't need speed.
Trey Marcus Jackson, is BJR5 free to play, or do I have to build a different team? It is, actually. It's farmable. It's farmable. It'll take some time because the rune requirements are kind of high.
Let's show you here.
But it is totally farmable, actually.
Let's show you.
Yeah, it's
for people
actually,
that want to check BJ5.
Getting the units is probably the easiest way to do it, and it should be noted too that it doesn't have to be the wind magic knight. There are other options to do it too. You can use
I have
fire
all
damage,
3 here.
fire crit rate. Like
ideally you have 3. The free to play one is this one, but ideally you have all 3 of them.
Right, because you can't have the same leader skill, right? So
you can use El Sharion too as an attack lead. There's many options. Same thing. Lauren is free to play, but you can replace Lauren. Oh, this is the wrong Lauren, actually. You can replace Lauren by with whatchamacallit? Shaina. Shaina can be instead of Lauren too. So there's a lot of changes you can make in this team. Colleen doesn't need to be 6-starred. He can be 4-starred only. Big question,
Anthony.
Guys. What's your best rune monsters? Which one is yours, Evan? Which one do you think?
Oh, which one is mine? That's a really good question.
I haven't re-runed. I haven't re-runed yet.
Oh, I haven't re-runed from Special League either, so it's going to be hard to say. What was my best runed monster?
Maybe right now it's Tableau.
Man, it used to be Hua.
Right now it's Tableau. Probably. Very tanky, lots of defense, lots of HP, high speed, lots of accuracy.
I don't know if it's a good answer, if I'm being honest, but I actually do really like my Shiho. I just like him. I just think
but it's not your shit. Best rune is not.
I don't think it is.
It's not.
Was it Oki? I think it might have been
It's
Oki.
probably Oki, yeah. It's probably Oki or your Vigor's really well runed too.
Oh,
really well runed.
Yes. Wow, this was great question there. Anthony.
Evan has a crit damage Vigor, really good.
Thank you.
The only thing we need to fix is off Will. We want to put him on Will.
Yeah. By the way, I just want to go on record and say that I really enjoyed Special League.
Nice, Joshua. You'll get it.
Forgot how much I like 4-star Special League.
Yeah, I did not like it.
You didn't like it?
Yeah, I disliked
it. I like it because I have Wadang.
Yeah, you have Wadang. It was just like Molly all the time. Like it was not fun.
Oh yeah. How to rune Galleon. How to rune Galleon says one.
Speed depends on what you're trying to do. If it's for guild defense or for dungeons. For dungeons, speed HP or speed attack accuracy, 100% accuracy. That's what you want to do. For Siege, people rune him differently because you rune him as a damage dealer. You want him to Death Break and proc. So instead of putting him on Swift, you're going to put him on Vio. And he's going to Death Break, proc, and kill someone. He's a very interesting monster for Siege defense.
Oh, look at this. Oh, this is cool. Seppi said, okay, so then because of you, I started playing SW. I got level 25. 20 scrolls from the event. And I got Bastet, Teshar, and Feng. What should I build first? Seppi, that's awesome. Dude, that is
so much fun.
Thank you for sharing that. Okay, if you just started playing, then maybe Teshar. Actually, Teshar is a great farmer, I mean, it's between Feng, Bastet.
I would say Bastet. Bastet is more helpful, really. Yeah, like because he can get anything free to play that replaces like Crow's better, Nail's better. Yeah.
I've actually maybe I'm not thinking with Bastets. I'm not used to thinking of Bastet as like an early game tool.
Dude, the shield, the attack buff, it's crazy. You can do a bunch of stuff, right? But on the other hand, now that I think about it, Evan's talking about you need a farmer. So maybe Teshar to use him in Aiden Forest as your farmer to 6-star stuff quickly is a very big deal. So actually, I'll side with Evan on this one. Just a 6-star monsters quickly is going to help you a lot. Yeah. Because you can come here.
If you were level 50
Yeah.
already, then maybe
I would say Bastet,
go
but
with that.
if you're 25, Teshart to farm.
Yeah, really great, dude. That's a fun thought.
If you have a 6-star Lapis though, then Bastet instead of, because Lapis can be your farmer and you don't need to 6-star anyone.
Heaven says make an event with Rika. I need a Rika. Can you give me
There's
one
the
now?
event already.
There's
You can
the
get her
event.
here.
Wait, it's existing right now.
It's here in the game. It's called
Wait,
7
Evan.
Anniversary Scroll.
Rika's in mine.
And by the way, we're not going to talk about the events today, guys, because we have a special stream on Friday with all tips about the events. We're going to talk to you guys about what monsters to pick, what you can use, how to get stuff quicker. We're going to go all through the runes. What runes should you choose in the event? What type of subs should you go for? So are you guys excited about that? Tell us if you guys are going to come over too.
Very stoked. Aliens Diablo said, "Oh, Evan is ignoring me. I didn't know you were here. My rival. Time to get my hands on you in an RTA match." Aliens Diablo. I've been waiting for this moment my whole life.
Oh my God, just be kind, please. You already blew that. Thank you.
That's hilarious. Oh,
Guys, and thank you so much everyone for coming. We have like almost 600 people on both streams.
That's awesome.
Invite people over. Remember, we still have like 45 minutes of stream left. And we'll jump in a little bit to EU, and we're going to do Asia accounts today too. Let's go back to the accounts. We answered a lot of questions. Advice for a new account for Nokai. 120 days, nice.
Are you on both? Binary Gamer said, "Did you guys read my memes yet?" But they also said it on YouTube. Are you Hex on YouTube? Are you watching on both right now?
Are you
by
giving
now?
us 2 views? Thank you so much.
Hey, God
we love
bless
you.
That's awesome. That is awesome. What's your name on Discord? I'll go look right now.
So new accounts, guys, this is something that a lot of people do. It's very common, and I have a tip for everyone, which is when you get an F5, don't immediately 6-star it. F5s not necessarily are going to help you progress in the game. So Ariel, Mei Ho Wang, Ciara sometimes maybe, but they're not going to help you generally progress, get runes, and get ahead in the game. It's better to save those resources to 6-star monsters for monsters like Fran, Lauren, Sigmaris, Crow, Naomi. They're going to use in many places. You're going to use in TOA, in dungeons, in arena. And I can see here, so my first tip for you, my friend, is get Lauren and Fran. Lauren, when Evan, do they get Lauren?
Any day that the Hall of Light is
Exactly.
open.
Fran on the Ancient Coin Shop, and you can get Sigmars by Fusion. You don't need him. You can get a Crow as well, which will help you a lot. It's a Dark Inugami. Those will be the basis of your team that's going to help you do all the dungeons. And then you're going to get Vertihil, which is also fusible, and you can progress from that. Another small tip is don't rune Ciara on crit damage. Crit rate's good, crit damage not. Try to get her tanky. Beautiful accuracy, though. We got you, Nokai.
Very important that bombs,
here.
don't contribute to crit damage.
Yeah.
So the crit damage stat on Ciara is a little bit wasted, though I know that some people might try to capitalize on the crit damage from skill 1 that's been improved by artifacts, but like generally speaking, it should be on attack because her main thing is her bomb.
Yeah.
Or even HP.
This is what you want to get right here. Get this monster, 6-star it, then get the Lauren, get the Crow, and you'll be good. Big kiss, my man.
Let me see. Brian said, "Hey, at Evan and Seppi, how can I build beta and bearing?" That's a cool question. I don't think we've ever gotten asked about beta and bearing on stream before. Very cool.
You wanna answer
So
one?
I love beta. I love beta on Vio. I like beta the way that you would rune like a support monster, like kind of tanky, fast, and on violent. So that way she can hopefully get some procs in to reduce the skill cooldown time.
Vio will for sure.
And her immunity. So yeah, Vio will, so that way she doesn't get taken out early.
Speed HP or speed HP res to be
Right.
really high res, so an Okeanos can't reset you. You don't get stripped, and you protect your team. The Baron, on the other hand, with your fastest Swift set, and if you have a speed lead with him, it's great because he can strip and silence the whole team, and you basically won the match if you get that off, because it's a 2-turn silence. Tips for Kitianda Shang, I'll show you mine, how it's ruined in a second. Mine right now, I slowed him down because I'm using a slower comp. But ideally, Vio will, speed, HP, accuracy. And for BJ5, the Belgear is looking pretty good. A little bit more crit. I think 65 is the minimum. right? So I would try to go for 65. I'm not sure. And let me see the Lauren. Where's the Lauren?
I got a question here from Chemeth after we check out the Lauren.
Yeah, this is the Lauren. Nice, good Lauren. The Lauren's looking great. Where's the Colleen? Good Colleen, she'll die. That's good. Now you just need the speed tuning right for all your other monsters. Remember, they have to be slower than Belgear, the frontliners. And let me see the Jensen. Jensen needs to be tankier. So try to max the runes. Max this, max this. Max this will give you HP. Max this. Try to get 6 stars there. But you're good. You're in a great path, SM Fran. What are you saying, Evan?
Asked, how do I rune Lapis to be good for NB12? And this would be another great opportunity for us to say, we actually recently put out an NB10 and NB12 guide on the YouTube channel. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend you scope it out because we go through turn order and different teams to go into NB12 if you haven't broken into it just yet. If you're going the route that we talked about earlier with a bunch of twins on the team, then you want Lapis to move close to, not exactly first, because you want your Fran to move first, as well as Lauren if you're using her to break the shield, and then Lapis, and then you follow up with the big damage dealers later. Actually, that's kind of a general line that you can follow for anything. If you're using Fran and Lauren, have them move first to break the shield, then Lapis or your secondary damage dealers with your primary DPS at the very end. Primary can be like your Crow if you happen to be running a Sigmaris or something, because you just need that shield to be broken. And then one more question from Green Ninja. Do you think people should still fuse Veramos?
Yeah. Especially now, yeah. He's a very interesting monster. I feel that it'll help. Not early. I wouldn't say early. I would say the Veramos is a monster now more for mid to late game players. So I wouldn't fuse him early. But
I still think Sig should be your first because of the 44% HP lead in big damage.
Or not even Sig. Like, dude, we have nowadays, because of like Crow Naomi, like you can even skip Sig in many reasons.
Think skipping the fusions in the beginning altogether?
Yeah. Nowadays, like if I started an account, I would just skip it because I can farm GB12 without Sig, and then I would just go straight to NB12 and then Trickaroo, and then that's it. That's all I would do. I've seen people with Trickaroo in 30 days. Like, why would I, right?
Crazy fast.
But that's when you already know the game, you know everything you're doing. If not, Sig helps you so much because it not only helps you, like Evan said, the HP lead on GB12, but also TOA. TOA is really good. The question was about the Melias here. Is failing all the time. I don't see.
Hey,
I don't see your Melias. Put them out. I don't see the Melias. Spoon.
Oof, would not skip Siggy. He's so good, says Traxors. Welcome back, Traxors. Yeah, it's a close call, but I think Seppi's totally right. Like when you've got the Crow and the Naomi, that early access to those.
Yeah, I think either way is fine. Like because you have Bernard. Bernard's free, so you can go like, Lauren, Fran, the 2 damage dealers, Bernard. That's GB12 right there.
Exactly, and then like so when you're lacking that global HP lead from Sigmaris, you can kind of circumvent that and kind of make up for it by giving your units more turns. So that's where Bernard fits really well into that comp. Because if you're accelerating your team through the turn order, then that means that they're not hitting you. Which, and I hate to be that guy again, but if you're, getting turns, getting pushed through these, it's almost like healing because you're not getting hit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a reduction. That's a step too far.
For me, this is the MVP of PvE right now. Like, there's no one damage dealer wise as strong as him. Like, he is the Fran of the damage dealers. Fran is the most important support unit. Lauren is the most important disable unit, control unit, and Crow is the most important damage unit. Like they're the 3, and all of them are light and dark, so they're element neutral, which makes them even stronger.
You can take them anywhere. And then I think what's so important about these units too that we're recommending when we talk about the Holy Trinity, Fran, Lauren, Verd, when we talk about Crow.
I love this.
Grow with your account. Like all those resources are so important, and it doesn't go to waste. They're only going to get better and stick with you through your whole way. What did you say that you love, Seppi?
Dude, I love the way that Airgar is runed. Look at the defense on this Airgar. Dude, he's great for beasts. Like no speed, obviously, but like he's great for beasts. Super tanky, lots of attack.
Okay, level of defense. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, hits super hard. Oh my god.
Oh, actually, you know what? Something that might be worth sharing that I just thought of right now, if we could go back to that Veramos discussion for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I've been using Veramos on a safe, free-to-play Lumel team for about a week and a half now.
That's a good point.
And I haven't even tried it since he got the passive buff. I was just using it since the first buff.
Yeah.
And let me share it with you guys because I think it might actually help some people. So what it is so it's Lumel and we're doing level 5. So it's Veramos with the global HP lead. It's got 2A Crow, 2A Vigor, and then Fran. So these are all farmable units that you probably have runed anyway from other stuff. You just slap some runes on the newly buffed Vero, and then you just watch it go.
Okay, I have the answer why your dot team is failing, and it's not the Melia's fault per se. They have high accuracy. Their speed's fine. I would try to get one of them above 100 speed. I'm glad that both of them are on Vio. Try to get them a little bit tankier with the artifact on the left side, so you can get them almost at 20k. But what's making you fail is these two guys. So even though they're on double will, they're really low HP. Really low. I'll try to get them at 20k, and your Seth doesn't need to be this fast. Seth can be slower, can go behind the Melias. That's totally fine too. He just needs to go ahead of Tatu. Tatu can be even slower. And the important thing too is your Lucian is going first right now, right? So you can just clear it up with the Melias, but the Seth is going even ahead of the Lucian, which is not needed. So the Seth can be way slower, way tankier. You can put him on HP slot too and just lose all this speed. Just make sure she's the slowest. I'm going to show you mine real quick so you can see, but yeah, the two fire units need to be really tanky for the team to be consistent.
You need him to take a hit.
Yeah, even though he has double will on them, but like you might get killed still with double will. Look at this. Look at this. And then my recommendation is one Melia at over 100 speed. And you ask me why, Seppi? Because she will lap and put more dots. And if she procs, even more. I also like adding a shield set to the mixture. I also have another one on Lucian, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, to help the whole team tank a little bit more.
A little bit of bonus HP goes a long way. I got a couple rapid fire questions real quick.
Let's do it.
Maka said, what's a good PC team? One of the best PC teams right now is Trickaroo if you happen to have it built. You just got to focus the towers. So you go left, right.
Or dot team. Too.
Or dot. Yeah, you could probably make the dot team work. I also saw one from Death on YouTube. The original name Death. Wow, how'd you get that? Do you guys look at low level accounts too? Absolutely.
Everything.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you want your account looked at, just hop in chat 4780, put your Twitch or YouTube handle in there as well as the question that you have.
This is how you know that everyone uses Trickaroo on PC 10. Look at that.
Yeah. And then Krakasso said, wait, what was that Lumel team again? That Lumel team that I referenced just a second ago was Veramos lead, 2A Vigor, 2A Crow, and Fran.
Yeah, it's the same team, just Vero instead here.
Yeah.
The one with Perna, if you have a Perna, is faster because of the attack lead, but the Veramos one is really good too.
Great Lord Bravo asked this a little while ago. Hello guys, how are you? How would you rune Bastet? Is it worthy to give her the Bernard runes, even knowing she will get less speed having low base speed?
Depends on what you're using her for. I think Bastet, if you're early game and you already have Bernard, she becomes a little bit less important, so you can put her on another set. If it's for RTA, yeah, the fastest.
Dude, real quick, Chameth, really good question, and I want people to hear it. Does Bernard need to be 6-starred for GB12? No.
Nope. Never.
Nope.
Bernard, Shannon, too good. No need to 6-star.
They're so good, and the fact... So, one, they're amazing, and what they do does not get better by 6-starring them. Other monsters, such as like Crow, or damage dealers, or something that needs to soak damage, they get better because their stats increase, right? But like with Bernard, he's there to just turn cycle and apply defense break and attack break. So it's like monsters like that don't necessarily get better with it. The opposite side of that is like if you're looking at it like a Lauren gets better because her HP increases, so that means she's able to take a hit. Bernard is of the opposite element of the giant, so more often than not, it's going to glance on it. So Bernard is great, and he actually makes an appearance with Shannon, like Seppi just said, in our top 6 monsters. You don't need to 6-star. And it's not a knock on Bernard if you want to use him later on for something.
He's so good. It's the other way around.
Yeah, it's just he's so good, and the reason it's not a knock on him. It's basically just saying you don't need to invest those resources because he's so
only for RTA later on.
Right.
Seppi, what do you think about Camilla? Needs a buff, Brave Smart. Very niche
Really
nowadays. Her sisters are way better. So general tip for raise your hand in chat if you're a newer player, you're like fighting to get your GB12 working, stuff like that. I can see you got the monsters. You know how to rune them. Look at this crow, how beautiful. Really well runed, 100% crit rate. Has crit damage. I would try to get a little bit of accuracy so he hits the branding and the death break. Raise your hand so I can see some people. And then Sigmar's really well runed. The friend's already on Vio, well runed. The Lauren is tanky, almost good accuracy. There's a big tip right here that I see a lot of early gamers. You have no artifacts. And I know why, because you think I can't farm artifact dungeon. But that's not true. You can. The artifacts have a big advantage that runes don't have. When you farm artifacts in the lower levels, they give you the same amount of stats that an artifact that you would get on a level 10. The subs is the only thing that changed. So you can literally farm level 1 of each one of the dungeons 100 times. You get 60, 70 artifacts. Upgrade them to plus 12. You don't need to plus 15 because they're not that good. And you have a bunch of free stats for your monsters. You have 880 HP, guys. On each side, that's almost 2k HP. So please do that. Please do that. Farm level 1, level 2, it doesn't matter. Just for now. You don't need good subs now. You're not doing RTA.
And it's cheap. It is. It's
exactly
mana efficient.
Good point, Laffy. You can, on the white ones, you can plus 15. I wouldn't plus 15 like purple bad ones. But
Free
yeah.
real estate. What's up, Brock Harrison? How are you? Welcome. Welcome. The worst player. What do you think of the Wind Cannon girl? Save her. She needs a buff.
Yeah.
Save her.
She's not as bad as people think she is, but
Especially
she's
if you're
not
Lydia.
really good. Yeah.
Especially if you're Lydia. And I do have Lydia, so it almost hurts me to say that she needs a buff. But I understand that for the average, not everybody has access to that synergy, right? So it's like for the average person, yeah, it needs a buff.
Asking about tattoo accuracy, as high as you can. Remember, obviously it's fire monsters, so they can always glance, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't put high accuracy. Okay, guys? So always try to go for high accuracy, even with element disadvantage.
Because that means that when you have the chance to apply it, it's even more important that you land it.
She'll apply the dot.
Right. Oh, Brock Harrison, that's awesome. I'm fine. Just got back from work. I'm happy you guys changed stream time so I can see you. That's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that, Brock. And guys, I've seen a lot of people asking if we're going to be going to EU server. We will. We're actually going to probably be going there in the next 5 minutes.
Yes.
So.
And even less than that, because we also have Asia today. And thank you so much, guys. We got new people arriving in chat. This is, by the way, I think the highest viewership we've had on YouTube, almost 300 people.
What?
Thank you for sharing with your friends, coming into the stream. We love having you guys together here. Let's check this account, GB12.
Pause. Look at that. Great name, by the way. We do have Asia. My account is animal only. 2 things. Only PvE I haven't beaten is Punisher's Crypt. Ideas on all animal Punishers team. That is so fun, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We can check that out.
What a cool challenge. Please, we'll be going to Asia later. Please remind us when we go there because that's really, really cool. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you so much.
So, again, another tip, similar to what we talked earlier today. Damage dealers, guys, if you only have 37, 50% crit rate, it's not worth to put it on crit damage. So try to get that crit rate up because he's not going to do his job if he's below 80 crit rate. 85 is ideal because then you have a guaranteed crit with element advantage. So that's the dream.
It hurts, but every time you miss a crit, right, the crit damage stats that you've put on them aren't contributing anything. It hurts to think like that, but it does kind of it puts everything in perspective.
Yeah. And same tip for the artifacts, guys. Get those artifacts on damage dealers, attack on both sides. On the supports, HP and defense or HP. It's really good.
Oh, and also, guys, thank you so much for all the love on YouTube. Really appreciate it. Those were some very nice messages. That was really sweet, you guys. Thank you.
Wol Young is a starter nowadays. Put her on your fast swift set. Speed, crit damage attack, or speed because she's a damage dealer, or speed HP attack. She deals a lot of hits with this skill. So what you can do is put her on additional damage, and she'll be really good. Additional damage based on speed and additional damage based on attack.
John Test, great question. I actually had an account review on last Friday, and the new scrolls I pulled Fang, Perna, and Bastet. Should Bastet be bio, and is there a way to beat TOA 90 with that attack bar pushback? Yeah, first of all, congratulations. Those are awesome. Those are awesome monsters. I like Bastet on Swift. Seppi does too, but he also brought up earlier how to rune her on bio.
Yeah, bio will. For RTA, there's a lot of players using her like that. The Crest of Hope. Who'd win if you guys battled? Definitely Evan. Weekend. Melhor skin do macaco. Yeah.
Definitely Evan. More like definitely.
No.
But like, and there's a way to beat TOA 90 without attack bar pushback. I forget. Is that
Let's
CR?
check. TOA normal 90 or the other 90?
And also,
This?
this guy Ashubel. You can.
I would do a attack bar pushback. I would use
do it.
Lauren.
Yeah.
Like, there's a way. But do you really want to find out?
It's so easy just to bring a Lauren. I would
Yeah.
go with path of least resistance there, John. Like that's my way. Great questions, and also GZ on those.
Yeah.
Hey Zeech, what's up?
Zichizada. Beijo. Oh, how to rune Garo. Let me show Garo. Where's Garo? Where's
I don't know
Garo?
Ruined, which is a
I haven't
Juni-
ruined because I used him. Oh, he's missing an artifact. But Vampire anything, Vampire Revenge, Vampire Nemesis, doesn't matter. High crit rate, high speed, high attack. Mine, I was just trying to get as much attack as possible on this one. Ideally faster in this. You want him at like 130.
This service that I de-ruined him. He was the most fun last pick, I think, of 2018 or something. Like, he was great, but he's still good. He has a place. I'm just
How to rune Antares. Try to go for really round numbers. I don't know how I managed to get 1,500. Look at that, Evan.
wow. That is
Yeah, that looks pretty. I want to lose one speed. Let me try to lose one speed. How can I lose one speed?
Drop 3 HP or something. Wasn't
Exactly. So
Drop
it's
3. round. I love it. Hey, Drown, how can I get some
Jamex.
Can I get some suggestions real quick? Very new, 30 days old, returning player. That would be
Nice.
awesome. Are you on global? Are you on global, Drown? We're going to Europe soon, but if you have specific questions, I'd love to help you out.
Oh, let me
Ooh,
collect
that's-
this. I started
sad.
playing yesterday. Let me buy some scrolls. Guys, by the way, starting next week, we will have a lot of anniversary content, a lot of big streams coming your way. So make sure to tell your friends. We're going to have a lot of cool guests and summons. So come check it out. It's going to be really, really fun.
You might even want to see. This is going to be great.
More
Noob
than
Saibot,
you'll...
Evan, please help me. Noob, I'm sorry. What do you need help with, dude?
Let
What
me
do you need
see.
help with? Maybe I can help you, Noob Saibot. It's been a second since we've looked at your account.
Whoa, 1,000? I got a lot of
Balder
points.
said, Balder said, I got blocked by Seppi. My world just ends. If it's on Twitch, it probably wasn't Seppi. It's probably Stream Elements.
Yeah, it's not me.
Yeah,
I don't
we're
block
not-
people. My hands are not in the
Yeah, his
computer.
hands are on the phone. Yeah.
My hands are busy.
Stream Elements is notably a little bit sensitive.
Yeah, Stream Elements is very serious.
So if you want to look in chat 4780 Seppi, we can help Drown. Their name
Yeah.
in chat is IGN, or their IGN is VEORO, Vioro.
Nice. Let me just buy some scrolls, dude, because I've never had these many points.
Whoa, you have a lot of
Right?
Look
Oh,
at
I
all
don't
the-
have.
look at
I
the
spent
specialty
it.
points you have. You have so much more. You can buy
Huh?
more stuff in League.
No, 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 no. This
Oh,
is
you're
what
saving.
I'm saving for this, dude. What are you talking about?
Let me see.
What are you talking
Dude,
about?
oh my god, that's my favorite skin, by the way. That's
I
like
want
my,
the Vero,
I
dude.
think that is my
Or
favorite skin.
The
Or
Fang.
Or the Fang.
It's already here.
That would be so cool. Okay,
Yeah.
let's help Vioro.
What's their name?
Vioro.
Vioro. Oh, here.
Bottom.
What do they need help with?
So they are 30 days in, and they would like some tips.
Oh,
Whoa.
general tips.
Oh wow, 30 days in. Look at you. Oh my god.
20 days, not even 30.
What?
20-day account.
Dude! And like,
Yeah.
you've already got the structure of the team down. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
this would be a good opportunity for us to suggest something without Sigmaris. Like, if we were actually going to
Yeah.
commit to doing that, maybe this is the time.
I wouldn't
to
do Sigmars. He has Punk.
And you've got Vero too. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you wanted to go with the safe play.
So 6 stars, 6 star, 6 star.
2A.
6 star these three.
uh-huh.
And 2A Crow.
2A Crow.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can
2A Naomi.
you can use Veramos as your leader if you're finding that you're getting hit and it's hurting a lot, or you could try to do Pungme.
Yeah.
I just need some runes. Oh, cool, Salty. We got you. We can help you. Oh, actually, we need to go over to EU.
Yeah, let's go to EU. Someone asked about the Predator. Let me just show. I got my team ready. I haven't done it yet, but I know what team to use. Let me just show real quick and recommend. Bella Dion's really good this month on the team. Let me see if it's saved here. So this is the team I would recommend. Or you can take out the Dark Homunculus and just put any other support. Also works. But Lucian's really good this month, obviously, because of the element, water. You don't want to bring Verd into this. And Crow for the damage. Double healer. Immunity from Fran against the stuns and the dots. And then
auto team.
Yeah.
Says Brian. Dude, you would need...
Mav is really good. Thank you, Dovison. Mav instead of Dark Homunculus. Okay, let's go to EU.
Yes, let's go to EU, and while we're going to EU, I'm going to answer Noob Cybot in chat, who said that they wanted some GB12 help in global. So Noob, you said that you've needed GB12 help before. So is it failing, or what's going on here? Remember the tenets of GB12. So you want to use your Fran and you want to use your Lauren, and you want both of them on at least 100 speed. If you don't have Violent, put them on Swift, and you want at least 80% accuracy on your Lauren to make sure she's landing the defense break, and then also that attack bar reduction. If they're dying, those are the ones you want to die because they're going to be tankier. They can take a hit. Just make sure that your damage dealers have enough crit rate to actually do what they need to do after Lauren's applied that defense break.
By the way, someone asked about what are good artifacts for Bale Gear. Put both of them attack and the subs additional damage based on attack, based on HP, because he has multiple times, so it's gonna multiply a lot.
Thanks, Nelly. Appreciate it.
Dude, you'll see. I'll pull right now some of the good stuff.
Put Leica on a Sath Tatu team. I personally wouldn't put Leica on a Sath and Tatu team. There's more efficient monsters that can contribute to that team, what that team is trying to do. I would put Leica on a safe team, like as a 100% guarantee on one of the starter teams that we usually recommend. I wouldn't necessarily put him on the Sath Tatu. Good question, though. Good question.
Who cares about the
or actually, you know what? It might be a little hard to show our Ikaru just because we moved over to EU. So these
show after this. We'll show after this.
We can show after. Oh, are you summoning right now?
7 summons for a Beast Rider. Let's see if it comes on my alt. Thank God no. Thank God no. Nice. It's safe for the main. 4780, guys.
The main.
It would never.
I don't think you could. I don't think I would justify doing an alt as a main unless I got something like an LD.
Yonhong and Gianna. That's when the alt becomes the
I
main.
do Ragdoll, to be honest, anymore. I don't think I would make even then.
It has to be 2 LDs, dude, because you already have 1 LD, you know?
Dois LD.
Dois LD. Let's see. Barbara. They're asking of a TOA hard team. Oh my God, Evan. Okay, take this away. TOA hard team.
That's my favorite way to do it. So Water Homunculus and Lapis both ruined on Despair. You could also use a Tyrone if you happen to have him, but I recommend Water Homunculus and Lapis on Despair. 2A Rauk, Fran, Verd. That's my personal favorite team. It's so much
Verd,
fun.
he doesn't have Rauk, so I would recommend just to change that. Fran, Lauren, him, Verd, like you said, and then he needs control for the last one. I would like Spectra since he has it. Already. That would be really good.
I recommend Rauk. I haven't elaborated on it in a while, is because Rauk will pull. Occasionally, he'll pull the Lapis and the Water Homunculus, right? And since they're both ruined on Despair and they both have AoE first skills, then you have a chance to stun everybody.
Can you guys help me with my Ciara? Yeah, sure. Ciara is one of the hardest monsters.
Can we remember
to in the game?
Claws and Paws, the account that is only animals?
Let's do it. Claws and Paws.
On Asia later? That's not Europe. That's Asia. But I just wanted to drop it right now.
First tip, try to get another artifact for the right side. Ideally, Ciara, you want her on high crit rate nowadays. So you want speed, crit rate, HP. Try to get attack on the subs, or speed, attack, HP with lots of crit rate on the subs. Vile Will is fine. You need high defense. The HP is looking good. 17k is good. The attack is a little bit even higher. You can lose some attack to gain defense because 200 is a little bit on the low side. Accuracy is fine with 59 because you can get more from the artifacts. Try to get additional damage on the artifacts for everything, and also accuracy for skill 2 so you can hit those bombs. And for the love of God, skill her up fully.
Yeah, she's worth it. Couple quick questions from chat. Want to say, good night to Traxorus. Sleep well. Salty Pretzel would like a review of runes, if you can find Salty Pretzel in chat. The other thing is, Green Ninja, do you think Lauren is necessary in a GB12 team if all your monsters can take a hit? It's an interesting question.
What monsters are you talking about? Depends.
You should elaborate on which monsters can take a hit, but I would say that Lauren is necessary because, one, she's a very consistent way to apply defense break and to make sure that the giant doesn't take a turn. Because the problem is, like, yeah, you could probably take a hit, but can you take an AoE hit when all of your team is defense broken? It's really tough. And because you have a Lauren who's defense breaking and reducing attack bar, making the giant not take turns, that means you can focus those stats, that tanky stuff, on other more important things for your DPS units. So it's like, if he's not taking turns and he's not hitting you, then that means that you can just ruin your crow on full damage or something. So those are the things you need to take into account.
This is a beautiful Narsha. This is a 10 out of 10 Narsha. I would maybe rune her on HP slot 6 with attack subs, but I love the way it is. Very fast. If you get like 100, 200 more defense, she's perfect. Maybe... Oh, this is good.
Sig with HP on 2 and 6, Leica, Fran, Shannon, Bella. Leica, actually, I think, is something that makes it 100%. So it's like, technically speaking, you might not have to, but I already see a couple places where you can speed up your team. For instance, Shannon and Bella Dion can both kind of exit if you're planning to do that.
Yeah, Lauren will even make it faster than those two. Because, like Evan said, the consistent death break just makes the damage come in faster and just speeds up the run. You don't need Lauren, though. I would say for dot teams, you don't need Lauren. And for specific high damage teams, you don't need Lauren. But the rune requirement's generally too high. So the rule of thumb is, like Evan said, use Lauren. That's the rule. Yeah,
and let's not forget, too, that building a Lauren, those resources won't go to waste. You're going to use Lauren everywhere. Like, she's great.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hey, nice. Jules. Hi, I'm new here, and I wanted to ask, also, well, welcome, first of all, and I want to ask, what are good beginner runes for Chung Pong? Trying to go into RTA with Chung Pong? I mean,
Bio will.
I'm hoping to get a Chung Pong of my own. I put him on my 21.
So, tip, I see a lot of people not building Tatu on accuracy, but guys, don't forget what she does. She lands continuous damage. So if you don't put accuracy on her, she's never going to land the dots. And maybe one dot, because it's times 2, so it's 10% because of Seth, is the difference between your team making it and your team dying. So put Tatu on slot 6 accuracy, please.
Landing that 5th dot can sometimes mean the run.
It can. And I'm seeing a lot of fast Seths. Seth doesn't need to be fast. I would recommend putting him either on Vile or Double Will in this case instead of Swift, because he can go after to fix this. And I don't see the Melias. Maybe they're a 5-star.
The only thing that you need Sath to go ahead of is Tatu, right? So it's like, because he applies one more dot or sometimes more.
Yeah. And your Lucians, I can see them here. They're kind of slow. They need to be ahead of the whole team. They need to be the first one to go.
How are you? Tatu just needs to use her 3rd skill, says Slayers. That's not necessarily true, Slayers. Because she has a dot on her 1st and 2nd skill, and sometimes her 3rd skill is on cooldown. So we've all seen Tatu derp.
Most of the time is on cooldown.
We've all seen Tatu derp at the boss. So and let's not forget too, right? If you have 5 dots on the boss and his attack bar fills up and he takes a turn, he's gonna die whether or not Tatu was the one that detonated it. So it's like, I think that's like, it's actually really important that she lands those dots.
Mm-hmm.
And
Kilvartas, because of consistency, I would rather rune one of the Melias, and I use this for a long time on Swift, very fast. This is, by the way, Daniel Carioca, Salve Lindão. This is his idea. He uses one of his Melias on Swift, so she laps the whole team. She goes twice before the other Melia, and then you get more dots, because that's more reliable, because Seth has element disadvantage, right? So, and you can put Seth slower tankier. It'll make your team safer. Okay?
You guys, shout out to everybody in Twitch and YouTube today. You guys have brought up some really good questions for discussion, asking really pertinent questions. Y'all are awesome. Ricardo said, "Is Hey Gang useful? I feel like it's not worth building him. He is definitely useful, but where he's useful is a little bit niche, right? So I actually just got a Hey Gang recently too, and I haven't built him yet. He's really good to counter things like a Gianna. But like, how often do you come across this? And it's strippers in general, right? But really good against Gianna.
I would say to speed up the Trickaroo, try to get more attack on your Ikaru's. Even though they pull the team based on defense, they deal damage based on attack. And with the attack buff, they deal even more damage. So ideally, that's what you can do and increase the crit damage of Verd. That's the only thing. Try to put Verd on Rage would be the ideal, but your Verd's really good so far. Just lacking speed, I would try to speed up your Verd too. That's going to speed up your team. Ideally, 40 additional speed. Yeah.
Just getting some more event scrolls on the side.
Let's see this. Nice, guys. And by the way, we reached 300 people on YouTube for the first time.
Yes.
Let's go.
That's huge, actually.
Thank you, guys. We love you on
Y'all are
YouTube.
awesome.
Thank you, Salty, Sergeant Turtle. What's up?
You guys are
Tom,
so cool.
Benny Joe. How do you rune Vanessa?
Oh, I thought you were on EU Salty.
Vanessa is ruined on Vile Will, ideally speed, crit damage, HP. Lots of crit rate. It's a bruiser monster. Really strong.
Oh, let me.
You can rune her also on attack, crit damage, HP if you have really strong speed subs.
I just posted the link to the survey. Guys, if you're on Twitch, use command new survey to fill out the survey. On YouTube, I'll be posting it periodically. Give us your honest feedback, and there's even a suggestion box at the bottom if you just have an idea or a thought that you want to share at the bottom.
Nice. Let's check this Kaki real quick. We haven't seen a Kaki on stream. Swift Kaki.
Kaki is so much fun.
Missing a little bit of upgraded runes, but so I would try to get Kaki with higher defense. Defense is very important on Kaki. Remember, guys, even though he got fixed, he's still a really strong monster and still deals damage proportional to your defense. So you want lots of attack, lots of defense, lots of HP, and you want these to have additional damage. So additional damage based on attack, additional damage based on HP, and additional damage based on defense. So I would put him still on Violent because he can Death Break on the first skill, proc, and then go second skill. And you can like one-shot a Triana still.
It's pretty incrable.
Yeah.
I've loved using Kaki, especially...
Evan slayed it. Evan killed it with his Kaki.
Dude,
and was it, what is it ruined on, Evan?
Mine's on Fatal, actually.
Yours not on Vile? No, it's on Vile.
It's on Vile. You're right. Mine is on Vile.
Yeah.
You're right. Let me go check. Yeah, mine's on Vile.
You can check because I remember. I checked it.
It's on Vile.
I have good monsters, but I'm not sure how to rune them to work together in RTA. In-game Roy DCC. We can check it. Roy, send a message here.
You're welcome, Diddy. You're good, dude. You're awesome. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate all the info. Thanks for the help. You guys are legends. Dude, Didi, thank you so much. That's really, really nice. There was a question that I wanted to answer. If my Chow doesn't have enough crit rate, should I have
High Innocent Souls
4 crit rate? Says PG. For your Chow, I don't think so. I would only ever rune a Chow on like speed, crit damage, HP, or that's the way I really like my Chows. I would just wait until you have crit rate subs, or try to find those crit rate subs. It's really important not to
upgrade blue runes and purple runes with crit rate.
Don't settle on that. Yeah, exactly. That perfect loop back around Seppi. It's like we were talking about before. My account took a pretty big jump when I kept my blue runes that had crit rate and speed in combination, and I just leveled them up to +6 just to see what would happen. Chow does need a little bit of attention, I think, Laffy's, but I like Chow.
I don't see. Do you see a lot of twins here? I don't see a lot of twins.
This is my first time looking at the screen. I've been looking at the
You're already building Trickaroo. Once you get Trickaroo, this is for NB12, but they don't have Trickaroo full yet. So I'll go with Lapis. Higher crit rate for her, please, so she can hit very hard. Then you can go into Lauren Fran, and I only see one twin. I don't see two twins. If you have twins, two twins.
Finished GB12 for the first time today. How can I make it a bit safer? Greetings from Germany. Greetings from California. Congratulations.
Oh, Raok. And where's Crow?
Oh,
and Crow. That's the team.
After this, we should go to Asia for the first time. Let's go to the Asia server.
We have. Oh yeah, we need like 2 more minutes. Let's go. Okay, which was the person you said? Oh, Roy DCC. What did Roy need?
And Jan or Jan?
You said Roy. Roy needed in-game. What was the help?
I don't know about Roy.
DCC.
Let me see. Did I say Roy?
That's not his nickname on the stream. That was the in-game name only.
Okay.
I memerized it,
Oh, amazing.
but I don't remember what it is. Roy, what? Tell us in
Captain
chat.
R.S. Rismus is Jan. Let us
see.
know what you need help with while we're in the account. Hey, happy 7th anniversary of Summoner's War, says Noisy Boy. I know, dude.
Thank you so much, baby. We're
Summoner's
very
War keeps
happy.
giving us presents on its birthday.
The game and helping on GB12.team. Oh, Benny. Thank you, dude.
Benny, that
Love
is
you.
awesome. That makes me really happy to hear.
Hi, Seppi and Evan. Do you think Amelia would work in place of Lucian? Rodrigo Doro, no. Amelia, no, because she doesn't bring the damage. So instead of Lucian, who would work would be a Veramos, like Evan talked about. And you can even put the water homunculus there, Rodrigo. Try that out.
Vero and Water Homie.
Yeah.
So Roy needs help with an RTA comp.
Worst
I'm also
player, we
gonna
got
try to
you.
rune them to work together.
Oh, nice. Oh, that was the question. Let's see.
I see a couple good units here. I see the stat. You've got Barbara. More. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Vanessa, Daphnis, Counter, Ciara.
Rika is a last pick
Rika,
option. Ciara.
Control, really good with more. Oof, Zeratu, nice. Control. So, to be honest, on your account, I would mainly play first pick Ciara. Because you have 2 strong water units, so you don't need to show them early. Then whatever they pick, you can go either Moore or Barbara. Don't pick them together. And you can go with a fire unit like Daphnis after that, or a Fran or Lauren as a neutral pick. And then after that, you can go Control if they don't have a lot of immunity because you have Ashubel. If they are tanky, you can bring the Zeratu. If they go Beast Riders, you can bring the Leo to counter. If they just go for normal comp, you can bring in the Sagar because he's really good with the double strippers that you're going to have. So the main thing is try to speed tune your monsters so they're close to each other. Don't put more at like plus 190 speed and then your Ciara, your Sagar, all the other monsters, Lauren, are at 130. Because you're going to strip, you're going to reduce attack bar, and then the other team's going to play and you're not going to do anything. You see, so try to keep them closer. If you can't make it all too fast, make them a little bit slower, but closer in speed.
Great question. Also, Sergeant Turtle is looking for an account review. They say it's their 7th time here and they haven't gotten an account review just yet. So let's see if we can help Sergeant Turtle.
Who's the last person? Sergeant Turtle, are you on what? Global EU,
If you're
Asia?
on EU, we got you. If you're on EU right
Who's
now,
on
we got
EU?
you.
Who was the last one you said someone's name?
Let's get Sergeant Turtle if we can. But if we
Varmo.
can't, then let's get the captain. I don't see captain on there.
Mokrol, what's your in-game name? He wants us to rate his. Let me see. Captain Rasmus. What did they need help with?
Oh, they're on EU. Captain Rasmus is new. Let me just double check what they needed.
GB12?
Yan. Oh, I lost their message. Yan, would you mind putting what you needed help with again?
I'm guessing GB12.
Okay, it's probably GB12.
But wait for them to say it.
Yeah, let's see if we can get them to ask what it is. Or actually, maybe if I just do.
We'll help you, Jimmy. Don't worry.
Okay, I found it. So it's GB12.
Rosario,
to
gracias.
make it safer. Congratulations,
Yeah.
because Yan had just finished GB12 for the first time today. GB12 but a bit safer.
I know what's going on.
Speeding up the crow.
Yeah.
Speeding up the crow will do a
40
lot.
speed on the crow, ideally. Your Lauren's looking really good. 99 accuracy, good speed, good HP. The Fran is looking great, and it's on Vio. Good job. Remember the thing that we talked about earlier? Make the level 1, 2, or 3 of the artifact dungeons and get artifacts so your Lauren can have higher defense. An important thing, too, is for the Fran, you're also missing those, and you can get more damage for the Crow. And then the last 2 of the team will be Sig. Try to speed him up a little bit. The rest of the monsters looking great. And the last one on here, I saw that you're using Veramos, but I would suggest Bernard. Try to make Bernard faster. He doesn't even have runes. Faster on Swift, because that's going to speed up your team. You're going to have more heals. You're going to have more damage from the damage dealers. That would be my tip. He has to be fastest of the team.
Gonzalo, exactly what we just said here is probably going to help a lot. I really need help with GB12 team, and I have all the monsters needed. I just can't do it. I would just apply exactly what we just helped Yan with a second ago.
Yeah, repeat it again, Evan, in case they missed it.
Exactly. See if you can find Captain, or I'm sorry, not Captain. If you can find Sergeant Turtle, see if you can help them.
Sergeant,
They're on
is
EU.
that their in-game name? I don't see any Sergeant Turtle.
Sergeant Turtle, say
What's
hello.
your nickname, Sergeant Turtle?
So again, guys, for anybody who might have not heard it, Sigmaris is your leader. Make sure that he's got ample crit rate and accuracy, that he can land those freezes. Lauren and Fran are going to be the fastest ones on the team with at least 100 speed. Lauren in particular needs at least 80% crit rate to make sure she's landing the defense break and the attack bar reduction. Primary damage dealer is going to be Crow, and we like to recommend 2A Naomi as the other one, though she can technically be replaced with somebody you made along the way, but she's great because she's farmable and like she does a lot of damage. Very low rune requirements too.
Worst player, don't give up, dude. We got you. Which server are you on? You didn't answer on top there. Tell us which server are you on. We can go back and check it. Okay.
Just wanted to show two runes. Actually, if you write, that's pretty. If you want to write out the runes for us, maybe that would actually be great. You can.
We're on Asia now, guys. Say hi on 4780.
Claws and paws. There they are. Claws and paws. Please look at my team for animal punishers and an RTA critique. Remember, this is only animal-like monsters.
I love this. This is very funny.
How cute is that?
Wow,
dude?
and good teams. Good job. Doing everything.
And also, and guys, for anybody who might not have their account reviewed, remember, guys, some of this stuff is like we do these pretty often, so hopefully we can get to you in the future.
Yeah.
We do generally try to help people who have general progression needs, because it's like they might need more help than others. But yeah, guys, we can absolutely help you.
Claws and paws. Is this considered cheating? Because the monster is the beast rider, is not the beast itself. Or do you consider Masha also an animal?
It's the beast. It's the beast. She's like, okay, I like that technicality. It's like, okay, there is a beast in it. It's an animal.
It's a really good monster. I'm kidding, dude. Keep it. I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's amazing. Please.
Okay, for RTA first, and then we'll talk about PC10. For RTA, I feel like your main picks have to be Vigor is a super strong monster in RTA. The Masha is really important. Unfortunately, you don't have a Verd to go with her, which would make it super strong. But you do have other monsters like a Volantis that is incredible. You have a lot of double strippers.
That's another one that skirts the line.
No, it's not, because he becomes the beast. the beast rider. She's never a beast. She's just on top. She's the oppressor of the beast,
Volantis is more beast than man.
Molong is half and half, I would say. Molong is great against bruiser comps. The only thing also Shingze great against bruiser comps. The only thing you're kind of missing is control. So I don't know if using Volantis would be very helpful, actually, because you have a stripper, but you don't have follow up.
Skill 3 freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. Yeah, I'm trying to see what you can do in post. Oh, wait, you know what? There's a stun on Gorgo, on the Dark Warbear. AoE stun on there.
Not super reliable for RTA.
It isn't reliable, but we're working with what we got. And you got Bearing, actually. The Bearing is...
Yeah, but he has no damage, though. That's the thing. He has 2 strippers, but no damage, no control, Like, I wouldn't recommend that. I would go Bruiser. Just play Bruiser. Just play Vigor. Shangfei is great against control. Shingze, Molong. You can play like that. If people bring passives, you can bring the Ayuno. Are the Ifrits considered animals? No, right? They're demons, right? They're not beasts.
Lucas on YouTube says, hey, Evan, help me. Do I take Elsharion or Shadowclaw for DB12? I think Shadowclaw lately is a more efficient choice for DB12 starting.
And for PC, to be honest, since you can't use Verd, I would go for Dot's team. Let me see what you've been using for Dot
really
teams.
Cool. The worst player, if you're comfortable with dropping the runes in chat, that'd be awesome. I mean, like, actually, if you want to spell it, saying I'm on Europe server, go see my Talia runes. We're actually almost done with the stream.
Yeah.
We actually are just streaming for an hour and a half today. So if you wanted to, I don't know if you feel comfortable just typing them out, but if not, we can take a look at them next time. Worst player.
Yeah, I like your team. I would just take out the Ravidi, take out the Bernard, and put more dots damage. You can use let me think. Do you have another imp? Let me see. I think that's what we do.
Ballers, we are actually on Asia right now. I have so many Nephis, but I don't know which ones to build for guild content. We got you.
Yeah, use the dark one, and maybe even Volantis puts dots too, right? Glancing, continuous damage for 2 turns. So yeah, try to put as much dots as you can on that team. I think it's the best way to go through PC.
Salty Pretzel, we actually are just going to do global, EU, and then Asia today. We're on Asia right now, and then we're going to be closing the stream. But we've got more account reviews and progression tips on Friday. So if you guys wanted to get your particular account looked at, come back again Friday, same time, same place, and we'll try to help you out if we can. Sorry that we can't get to everybody. I know that sometimes it seems like maybe we're just not noticing. Sometimes it can be that way when we got like 600 people in here. Sometimes messages slip through the cracks, but we try to get as many done as humanly possible. Sorry about that.
Thank you, guys. Evan, they need help for GB12. Tell them what's up.
Oh, nice, dude. So you've already got, so Sigmaris, maybe if you want to just put a little bit more crit rate on it, it's totally fine, but otherwise it's looking good. Sigmaris as your leader, Lauren with at least 80% accuracy. Getting that extra 30 accuracy on her, you're going to see that it's going to be a lot safer because she's doing what she's there to do. She's going to be facilitating the damage. Fran is actually looking good.
Wow, that's on bio.
Fran looks great.
That's great, Fran.
Fast and tanky, can take a hit. And then Crow pushing up 10 more speed will help a lot, but otherwise it's looking good. And then your Naomi's great. The only thing that you could try to put a little more speed, but otherwise your Naomi's perfect.
Yeah, I love the Naomi. Great job. Exactly what Evan said. You're very close. Maybe what's making you fail is the accuracy of the Lauren, to be completely honest, and the crit rate on the Sig. And you're using Veramos, I saw. So switch to these 3.
Yo, dude, the worst player just lined out the runes.
Let me see it.
The slot 5 on Vio Vigor, so it started at 4 speed and now it's 26. That's
wow.
That's amazing. And the second one, now listen to this one. Slot 5 on Talia with 42% attack.
Oh my god, that's like a tower. That's 2 towers.
That's crazy. That is
GZ,
crazy.
dude.
I have a comparable rune. Unfortunately, it's not with speed. It's speed innate, which is such a bummer, but it has basically 30% attack and defense on it. And that's like a comparable. I didn't actually even fathom that a rune could go up to 42% in a substat. That's crazy. Congratulations on that. That's huge.
Tips for players that don't have a lot of 6 stars. So last season, Evan knows about this. I played 600 wings of full free-to-play RTA. Like, I didn't even use Miho, no LD 3 stars, anything. Just like Fran, Lauren, Verd, Vigor, all that stuff. And you can get to like C2, C3 rank with that. So seeing accounts like this, when you don't have stuff that is super meta, like Okeano, Ciara, Chungpung, if you have an Antares, stuff like that, you can already make a very solid team based on these 3 monsters. Because Verd is so strong and he counters the meta. So make a triple revenge Verd. Now Veramos is actually a very reliable monster for RTA to counter comps that have a lot of dots, a lot of things that are not an ability effect. So like Nefties, stuff like that. He can help a lot and gain lots of turns. I would play like that. Triana is really strong too, and it's an easy monster to obtain. This is a good Triana, by the way. Looking really good.
Seppi,
I'm not a Hathor player. I dislike picking that in RTA.
You're actually
and
obligated.
Rika last pick is very strong for you. Put 100% res on Lulu. Lulu's looking good, almost 100%, but not on Vio. I would like her on Vio. That's what I recommend, man.
Let's do one more for Lollers in chat. Lollers, Lollers.
Lollers.
Lollers in chat 4780. Found them. They're in the middle of your screen down there.
Where?
They have a bunch of Nat 5s, but they're unsure of which ones to do.
Where? Lollers. LO?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
So
unsure what to 6-star?
For Siege, that's right.
Oof, this is dope.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of unbuilt Nat 5s. Heavens to Betsy.
Etna #1 for sure. She's one of the strongest monsters in Siege defense right now. Kamoon, Vigor, Etna is a super meta defense. Very, very strong. Make her really fast to start the other team or tanky to surprise them. For defense, to be honest, not good for defense. Not good, not good, not good. It's good for defense, but old meta. Not good, not good, not good. Not usable. Can be used sometimes. This monster is amazing, but not for Siege. So for Siege, I would say Etna is the main one. If it's for RTA, then build this, build this, build this, build this.
Yeah, build that.
Build this, build this. You got a lot of RTA monsters, and this is great in arena too. This is broken in arena.
You have a fun account for RTA. Death. Hey Evan, I just wanted to know what was a good rune set for Melia. Violent is great for her to get more dots on the enemy for the dot team.
Or triple fight, double fight, shield is acceptable as well.
And then I saw another
Let's check a Fang.
question.
Evan, is this Fang better than yours? Let's see.
Probably. Mine's still 5-star.
Let's see. 1400, really good, dude. Try to get those 2 artifacts. Ideally, additional damage based on defense. That's what I would recommend. I can show my Fang at the end of the stream if more people in chat want to see it. Try to get not wasted stats. I see you have a lot of crit rate and crit damage coming in here, and Fang doesn't really use those, so you want to have subs that just go everything for him. Just defense, HP, speed, accuracy, and res are the main ones. But it's looking really good. This is a good Fang game.
Last question for the day. EM Archon says, when building monsters, what are the base speed, defense, and HP needed for dungeons? If you're asking specifically for stuff like GB12, it's really important for, like, for instance, your support monsters to focus on HP and speed. So when I say support, I mean your Fran and your Lauren. You want speed at least at 100, so that way they can get more turns than the average bear. So they're like going faster, they're healing or reducing attack bar and applying defense break if you're Lauren. Then for the HP, I try to aim for just as close to plus 20k as I can hit personally on mine. I think my Lauren falls at plus 16 something K. My Fran is at plus 22k right now, but I just re-ruined her with better stuff, so that's a little over the top. I think it was plus 19 before. And then hopefully they're not going to be getting hit a whole bunch. Usually defense is kind of on the back burner for that sort of thing. It still matters, but like
I focus.
Hurt.
I focus on defense too. Like, it's very important because let me see the Lauren. Where is it? Before we go stream, guys. Thank you. By the way, like Evan said, ideally tanky, accuracy really important. And thank you so much everyone for coming today. If you guys had fun. On Friday, we have a special 7th anniversary stream talking about the events, everything you need to do, what runes to choose, what nap 5s you guys can ask us, what we think you should try to summon, and we're going to go really deep into that. So it's going to be pretty fun. Thank you so much for coming over today. We have later on today the BR stream at 3 p.m. So I'll see you BR guys there. And Evan, do you want to say something to people?
Yeah, guys, if you haven't checked it out already, we actually had a new video come on the channel on YouTube yesterday. We had the history of giants. So it's to celebrate the 7th anniversary of Summoner's War. It's so old that it's got history that we've forgotten about. So this is a look back at how giants became what it is today. So if you're interested in taking a look, definitely do so. We got more videos coming out over the weekend. And again, we'll see you on Friday.
Yeah, see you guys. And someone asked, how do we play on PC? With a capture card. That's how. I showed the phone on stream. We love you guys. On Twitch, stay in chat. We're going to raid someone. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.